The Champions League final taught Real Madrid fans a few things. One of them is that Luka Modric has been reborn in a PSG midfielder. By their own standards, Real Madrid stunk out the Champions League this season. A quarter-final hammering by Arsenal, losing across both legs, is not what they anticipated heading into the competition. Of course, Real Madrid is the most successful team in the competition's history, by quite some distance, it should be said. So, for Los Blancos to bow out in the manner they did is inexcusable. However, next season is a fresh opportunity, under a new manager with a different approach. Xabi Alonso has a task on his hands, well, technically two tasks. He must replace not only Luka Modric but Toni Kroos too. I know, quite the backlog of task delegation there. While names such as Angelo Stiller are at the top of the conversation, and rightly so, last night's Champions League final proved that Alonso must have an eye on one PSG midfield. Vitinha played out of this world yesterday. His energetic midfield presence saw him carry the ball forward on multiple occasions, and he was a nightmare to defend against, considering his low center of gravity and speedy dictation of play. Last night, there were multiple moments where Real Madrid fans got flashbacks to how Modric played in his prime. That sounds like a big compliment to Vitinha and, frankly, it is. While Vitinha is still relatively under the radar, Real Madrid must go and pounce on him. Not only would they be replacing Modric, but they would also be stealing a world-class player, yes, I said it, from under Luis Enrique's nose. Naturally, social media has already caught on to the idea of Vitinha replacing Luka Modric at Real Madrid. Last night, it was impossible to not draw the comparison in your head while watching the Portuguese player grace the pitch in a Modric-like manner. One fan said, "Vitinha, what a player. Easily one of the most underrated midfielders in the world. His work rate, vision, and technique are unreal. He's the only guy that can replace Luka Modric at Real Madrid." While former Man United player Owen Hargreaves even said, "You know who Vitinha reminds me of? Luka Modric, and you couldn't make him any bigger compliment in the world, because he's been one of the greatest." It remains to be seen whether or not Xabi Alonso is interested in signing Vitinha, or whether this is just a common-sense rule applied by fans. However, as one of the greatest midfielders of all time himself, Alonso would be remiss not to consider Vitinha as an option. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more Madrid latest news.